But your vision, your dreams were placed in your heart, not as something that would just for show and tell or to just sit there and waste away, but something that you're here to live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode. I wanted to share something vulnerable with you. Last night I went to bed feeling sad and I woke up feeling even sadder. And I was on the verge of just crying. It's like I just found myself like laying in bed, just teary-eyed. And I was in the bathroom and my husband came in to let me know that he's going to run errands. And it looked really sad. And he's like, did I do something wrong? And I was like, no, I'm just sad. And he's like, about what? I'm like, there's so much I want to experience in life. And I feel like it's not happening yet. And he just stood there and just listened to me. There's so much I want to listen, I want to experience in life that I feel like it's almost like far away. And I loved what he said. He's like, you have a beautiful home, you have a roof over your head, you have a wonderful husband, you have a beautiful son, you have your family. And he said, there's so much to be grateful for. And I was like, yes, I get the gratitude. I feel like this is usually what happens when our visions, our heart's desires so alive within us. It's like I can taste it. I can taste the life that I want to create on this planet. And I just want it to happen. And I can see how people, when they get to this point, they can either choose to hold that vision or let it go. Because sometimes the pain of not being there yet can be more than not even knowing what that is. So I'm sharing this with you so that if you find yourself, if you're someone whose vision, who knows why they're here on this planet, what they're here to create, how they're here to be of service, the kind of experiences that your soul desires to experience, if your heart's desires, if your soul's desires are alive within you, then I know you know what I'm talking about. If you have your soul's mission alive in you, I know you've experienced this before. And I'm sharing this with you to let you know not to give up. I feel like just when we are at our breakthroughs, we get to this point where we, being human is all about choices, right? Where we get to choose to either continue or let it go. It's like the checkpoint. And if you are brave enough to continue that journey, you will notice that it's right there, right in front of you. And I'm sharing this to also let you know that you're not alone on this journey. You're not alone. Like I wake up feeling like this more times than you can imagine, because I wanted so much. I wanted for myself, for my son, for my family. I wanted so much that sometimes it actually hurts. But that is the very thing. So for what I do is I take that and I transform it to something that moves me to continue that journey, continue creating that, continue manifesting and not giving up on my dreams. I use it as a driving force. So when you find yourself in that state, what will you choose? What will you choose? And how can you take that feeling that you're feeling and turn into something that can actually propel you to that which you desire the most? Now, I'm not saying ignore what you're feeling, right? Because there's a lot of insight. There's a lot of golden nuggets in there. I journal about it. I contemplate on it. And then I move forward. I find a solution to move forward. And of course, I ask my guides to assist me. I ask my higher self, I ask the divine to come in and assist me. I don't go into it by myself. I call in divine guidance to come and help me. And through that, there's always an insight that will come through. Whether it's someone else, throughout the day who tells me something that sparks that excitement again, or a book or a song, You just never know. Once you ask for divine assistance, you never know where it's going to come through. But we have to be open to receiving that. So if you're a visionary, if you are like me and you tend to find yourself in this place where sometimes it hurts too much to have your vision, remember this. You're not alone. You're not alone. You have a whole divine team here to help you and support you and guide you. And it's okay that you feel that way right now, because in a way we're looking at contrast, right? How do we understand what joy really is if we do not know what sadness is? How do we understand what peace is if we don't know what chaos is? So I believe that the emotions that we go through help us to really celebrate when the good stuff happens. So if you're experiencing chaos in your life and then you get to that sweet spot where all of a sudden you're like, mindfulness, peacefulness, is because you know what chaos is. If you're experiencing happiness in your life, it's because you know what sadness is. We just have to honor all of it because they all have a purpose. There's a reason why I woke up feeling that way. It's to remind me not to give up. It's to let me know not to settle, not to give up, and that there is more. There's more coming my way. And to also invite me to explore beyond what I'm comfortable. It's an invitation for me to expand beyond what I'm comfortable, where I'm comfortable being. There's a blessing in everything we experience. There's a blessing in every emotion that we get to experience. It is part of being human, but there is also a purpose to each of all these emotions. But one thing that I'm going to leave you with, your dream, your vision was placed in your heart for a reason. And as long as you do not give up on it, you will reach a point where that vision no longer is a vision, but a reality. That dream is a reality. So don't give up. I'm not giving up. And I hope this motivates you, this moves you to continue, but also using those days where you feel down to catapult you to what that next level is, what is required of you. And to also ask divine guidance, ask for divine guidance to come in and support you when you're feeling that tender and vulnerable. You don't need to do it alone. Find someone you trust to share and speak it out to just hold the space. Sometimes we don't need the advice from someone, we just need someone to hear us out. And maybe through just us talking, the solution comes through. Ask your body what it needs and be gentle with yourself. But your vision, your dreams were placed in your heart, not as something that would just for show and tell or to just sit there and waste away, but something that you're here to live. It will manifest, that's for sure. That's something that I know. You know, it kind of reminds me the story, I don't know if I've shared this with you guys before, of when I was calling in my beloved. You know, for the longest time, I felt him with me, but I created a relationship with him spiritually before I even met him. And so before my 30th birthday, I told the divine, I mean, at that point, I was feeling him so strongly that I was like, divine, if he does not show up before my 30th birthday, don't even bother. I'm done. It's one of those dreams and visions that I always knew that there was someone for me. I could feel him. I connected with him spiritually. And do you know why I felt him so strongly? He was around me. He was my friend at that time. And I kid you not, before my 30th, that's when we came together. It's like I got really sad and down and just like, divine, I'm gonna, you know, if it doesn't happen this time, I'm done, right? Because it got to that point where it's more painful to hold on to that beautiful vision, that beautiful dream. And that's the precipice I'm talking about. Because right after that, before my 30th birthday, we came together and we've been together since. We don't know why we're doing what we're walking through, experiencing what we're experiencing right now. We don't know why the journey feels a bit slow for us right now, or that things are not happening as quickly as we wanted to. But there's a reason for everything. If we truly want to experience that big vision that we know we're here to live and experience, then we need to be prepped for it. There's certain things that need to happen, that need to come in, people, experiences, all that to prep us before we get there. So that when we get there, it moves from a fleeting moment to something that becomes your reality. You fully embody it because you were prepared for it. So hold on to your dream and vision, regardless of how painful it might seem right now. And the pain is coming from the desire to just experience that right now, to have it right here and now, to have it all happen and unfold right now. But take that and transform it into fuel that will catapult you to that next level. Be with that emotion, honor those emotions, and know that there's a reason why they're there. And keep taking steps forward. Ask for divine guidance. Divine, show me, what do I need to do? Where do I need to put my energy, my focus? Who do I need to become to create this vision, to create this life that I desire? You are so loved. You are loved. You are loved. So many blessings to you. Thank you for hearing my story. Thank you. Share this with anyone who might need to hear this too, as an inspiration. Until next time, from my heart to yours.